Good morning. Good morning. Oh, wow. That wasn't good. I just want to blame Ramon on that one because for that, I mean, he's the one that made me try to sing that song, which I failed miserably. But he walked in the door with that good morning, good morning.
Yeah, it didn't sound like that when he just...
No, I know. Well, Ramon can actually sing. I can't sing, so...
You can sing.
Okay, I can sing. I can't sing, dude. I can't sing, seriously. I do it to just annoy. That's the main thing. Good morning, everybody. Hope you had an awesome weekend. Thanks for joining us this morning on Twitch. Want to just give a shout out to some of the people we saw in the chat that resubbed or subbed. What do we got here? Girl Love Your Nail, sub to tier 1 for 2 months. Thank you so much. We got the Wixter subbing at tier 1. Thank you. You're on a 2-month streak. That's amazing. Really appreciate that. And Nailed by Raquel subbing at tier 1. Thank you guys. We really, really appreciate it. It's anytime, it's just like whenever somebody follows us on a platform, it's like we're just always pleasantly surprised. But if
like, what's wrong with y'all?
Why are you doing this? You want this torture. But more than that, when you're actually subscribing, it's an even, it's like, wow, we really, really appreciate it. So Purple BTS, Habib loving seeing Tracy face with Habib tone. Yeah, it's like that. I think I ate something and I think I'm going to be sick is the face that she makes. She's like this, Trace. Look.
You just look constipated.
You know what?
Always.
What's funny is every time I try to do an accent right in front of my wife, we'll be watching a show, we're watching Game of Thrones right now, right? I'm watching it with Mavette because she's never seen it before, which I forgot all the stuff that's happened in that show. There's a lot of detail I missed the first time around, so the second time I'm like, okay,
there's so much going on.
There's so much going on, but I try to do the English accent, and she's like, "Why does it sound like you're Korean?"
Let's hear it. Because you are.
No, I know, but how could an English accent? No,
was
it English? No. It was.
You don't even know what accent you were doing.
It was Australian. Sorry, we were watching a shark show, and
how did it go from Game of Thrones,
I don't know,
English to watching a shark show, Australian?
I don't know, but Thor was on it. Chris Hemsworth, right?
Yes.
You know who he is?
Mama like.
I'm a little scared, man. And he was talking about the sharks, and I'm like, the shacks. She's like, you sound like you're like a Korean Bostonian.
Shacks.
She's like, go to the cab with the shacks, and I'm like, no, it's Australian. She's like, no, but I had a little Korean in it. She's like, you sound like you're. But even when I try to do an English or any accent, she's always like, there's some Arab Korean, and I'm like, that's what I am. I'm Arab Korean.
But you don't sound Arab Korean in your regular voice.
In my regular voice, I know. It's so weird. Yeah, Shark Show with Chris. Yes, it's on Disney Plus. Thank you, SoCal Mandy. It's a really, really good documentary. It's kind of intense, but my son picked it, and we were all we just got sucked in.
Is it good?
It's really good. Yeah.
Well, and it really doesn't have to be good for me to watch it.
Right, because he doesn't have a shirt on, and he walks around, he surfs, and then they talk about sharks.
I'm gonna need the rest of the day off. Going home to watch TV. Yes.
Good.
So for the guys that saw Melissa and my story, yes, we had a good time, and Melissa did move to Vegas. That was our last night.
That was it.
And
how hammered were you?
I was feeling good.
Yeah, I saw it. It was 12:04, and Tracy was like this. She's all.
I was feeling good.
Is that face of
I'm done.
I've had. Did you have tequila? Wait. First of all, tell everybody what you drank. I think we want to know.
Tito's and soda water.
Tito's and so. Oh, that's it. You didn't have.
And beer. It actually was not excessive, but I had fun.
Okay. No. You can see there was a point.
There's a turn.
I
think more than anything, it was because I stayed up past midnight. I'm like, dude, this is painful.
I was like, wow, I haven't stayed up. This is really sad because this is age. You know what cracks me up? Sorry, I'm jumping topics, but when I see people on Instagram and on TikTok and they're like, me in my 30s, it's 9 p.m., I gotta go to sleep. I'm like, shut up. Like, if you're in your 30s, you know not. You're still a baby. You're still young. Stop it. I don't want to hear about it. Right or wrong, Trace?
So correct.
Right?
So correct. No, Stan actually left at 9:30.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
So bad did I wanted to go too. So bad.
Yeah, because you're tired, right? Yeah.
God, I can't do it anymore. It was like painful. And then Stan's like, I can't believe you're still in bed at 10 a.m. I'm like, I stayed up till 1 in the morning.
Oh God, dude, and you had drinks.
No, here's the funny part. So I get an Uber to go home. My sister was visiting too.
Where were you guys, by the way?
You know where Heroes is?
Yes.
So there's Heroes, Joe's, all those different
Yeah,
places
yeah.
there. We were at Joe's because they were showing the fight.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, my sister wanted to watch the fight.
Nice.
So we get in the Uber, and the guy's all, first question he asked, are you guys going to puke?
Yeah, well, that's not a bad question.
No, I guess if you're picking people up at almost 1 o'clock in the morning.
Well, it happens to him all the time.
I'm like, I don't think so.
I don't think so is not a great answer either.
Let's mess with them. It's fun.
That's hilarious because if I'm the driver, are you guys gonna puke? And then
You didn't even let us get in the car. First question, are you guys going to puke?
Yeah. No, it's a good question.
Yeah.
And then your answer though is even better. I don't think so because it's like there's still a chance, buddy.
Well,
that we may puke in your car.
Don't put me and my sister together in that kind of situation too, because then she starts asking which window she should point out if she does.
Yeah.
Like we just have to. Poor guy.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
We just kept on going.
No, I can imagine you, Melissa, and your sister were in the Uber together.
No. Oh
Oh.
God, that would be a whole different level.
No, that's what I was thinking. No, so you just got your own Uber and
Yeah,
you and
my
your
s-
sister.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. And you watched the Conor McGregor
Did.
Dustin Poirier fight.
Yes.
And what did your sister think of it? Because your sister's she's an MMA fighter, right?
Yep,
What
yep.
what were her thoughts on the fight?
I think the same as everybody's.
Like
Blah.
blah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was quick. It was over. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously his foot, his leg.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. We enjoyed the fights prior to it more
Yeah.
than we enjoyed the fight. But yeah, she wanted to check it out.
Of
I wasn't
course.
willing to pay for it, so we went somewhere we could.
Have drinks.
Spend last
Time.
night with.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so interesting. That was like a big buildup of that fight. And, everybody knows Conor McGregor, right? He's like a huge international star. But I think it might be time, we were talking about this before this stream. I think it's time for him to punch the clock. I think it's time for him to say,
He needs to quit before he ruins his brand. I mean,
Yeah.
Obviously he puts on a big show, and I don't know how much of him is really that cocky. I don't know, but he has a brand right now, and if he
Yeah.
keeps on losing,
it's
you're
it's a problem.
just stop. You were
Yeah,
great.
you
were
know-
great. You had your time.
Connor in the earlier days, like when he was coming up, his smack talking was, he just played the best mind games. He just was
Yep.
so incredible, and then he made so much money. And then his last fight with Dustin Poirier, which was like 6 months ago or something like that, he is the first time, and I'm sure Ramon, probably for you too, is the first time you saw Conor be respectful and nice to the opponent, like where like shake hands, and he wasn't like talking smack,
Yeah.
and
was
he
better.
wasn't playing the mind games, and he got rocked. So it was, Harry comes on the third fight where he was like trying to do that again. Your wife's in my DMs and all this like crazy stuff, but it just didn't. It was like, oh, okay, you're trying to be the guy that you were. It just didn't seem like it was him anymore.
Yeah.
It seems like he's changed.
He's lost a spark. I don't know
That
what you call
edge,
it. The
right?
edge,
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
happens. I mean, and whether that's, I think for athletes like him, right?
Yeah.
When you are so physical, there's a moment
Oh,
when
yeah.
as you get older, things turn. Like
Yeah.
I used to, I wakeboard, I snowboard, I do, and now it's been years since I've done that stuff. But there's a part of in my head that I go, I'm gonna break a leg, I'm gonna break an arm. You don't think about that stuff when you're
No,
younger. It
you
doesn't
don't.
matter. You just I'm invincible, and you get to a certain age, and I think he got to that age where in his head he's lost that edge because of who knows, but a fear of getting hurt or
Yeah.
whatever it is.
He's a different person. Like you can feel it. Like him smack talking now, you're like, it's weird. It's like I
fake.
feel like it's fake.
Yeah.
I feel like he's not.
It's the show.
Yeah. Whereas before, even though it was part of the show, it was really him. It felt like, he just had a different fire. I mean, he's I don't know, he's worth like hundreds of millions of dollars now, and
What's crazy is the two of them are the same age, right?
I think so. I think they're around the same age.
That kid looks 10 years younger than
I know,
him.
Dustin Poirier. Yeah, he's like super. Yeah, these guys are ridiculous, man. It's insane. I'm tired at 7 now instead of 9. Seriously, right around 7 o'clock, created by Cooper. You're like, you can feel it. It's like coming on, and
I do that all the time. I'll be like, oh my God, it's time to go to bed. My husband's like, it's 7:30. I stand by it.
Sweetie the Pink, ew, your wife's in my DMs lame. Yeah, totally lame. It's like an old man talking crap to you versus a homie talking crap. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. That's what it feels like. Yeah. Kelly nailed it. I'll catch up with everyone later. I'm off to see these people who's traumatized and opinionated person and get disqualified quickly. What are you doing? Kelly nailed it. I think you said you're going to jury duty.
Oh.
Well, cakes and pies, lotions, baskets, and all that with you. I had that experience one time. Have you ever been to jury duty?
Once.
You did one time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went one time and they disqualified me quick. They asked my opinion on the case, and I gave them my opinion on the case. They're going. You know how they put you? I don't know if you've gotten that far where you actually go in the courtroom, you sit in the seats.
Yes.
Have you? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the attorneys ask everybody questions.
Yep.
They got to me and I just went off on the case of what I thought. I was but I gave my honest opinion.
Oh, no, I've been inside the courtroom. I never got to the questions. We waited all day, and then they're like, you have to come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I had just recently had a baby.
Oh.
And I was like, I don't have anyone to watch my
baby.
child.
Got it.
And they're like, that's not our problem.
Yeah.
But then he dismissed me.
Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, no, I went, and then I made it in the courtroom where the attorneys, you actually have the attorneys of the parties there, and they're asking everybody questions because they're picking the jury. Uh-huh. So they ask everybody questions. And so, the judge first, you have to make a statement and say, I am 100% of mind.
That's a lie.
No, but like that's the
sir,
thing.
we know you're lying right there.
They're like, sir, do you feel like you're 100% like capable of? Yes, I am. I totally am. But then they asked my opinion on the case, and I was like, well, let me tell you my opinion on the case. And I went off, and I was like, this is disturbing to me. I was just honest, and they were like, you dismissed, and I was like, okay,
works for me.
Fine.
I probably would have gotten out of it too because it was one of those words like, do you believe cops over, person? And the cops lying. And, they were asking if you had any family that's law enforcement, which I would have said yes. So
sure.
I probably would have got out of it. Anyway, it's time to switch it up.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord have mercy. Second cup of coffee. That's I had a giant cup of coffee on the way in. I have like 4 different ways of making coffee now. It's real. I have like this giant.
I have one.
McDonald. I was summoned, but they didn't pick me. I was pregnant and hungry AF. That's hilarious. I was pissed. I wake up tired, diagnosed with sleep apnea. Ooh, not able to get treatment until August. Well, I know your husband got that, and it changed his life, right?
Totally.
Yeah, and your life.
And my life. So my husband has had sleep apnea for a long time. I mean, where it's like it feels like an earthquake because he stops breathing.
Oh, right.
And then his body starts vibrating.
Jeez, that's
until
insane.
He wakes up. And I've told him like you snore insanely. Yeah. First of all, second of all, I think you're dying every night.
That's not good, man.
Third, I want you to die because if you keep snoring, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to put the pillow over your face. We're not going to have to worry about the breathing no more. So it finally got to the point where, because I have a hard time sleeping. So once I wake up, I sit there just pissed off. So I started sleeping in a different room. And he finally went and got a machine and he's all, you'll get a kick out of this. Did you know? Because they hook you up, you come home with a machine to see what your sleep pattern and all that. He's like, do you know that I don't sleep longer than like 20 minutes at a time? I'm like, no freaking duh. But it was like the first time what?
Well, because
so strange to me.
Yeah, but he doesn't know because he's out. He's unconscious, but it doesn't mean that you're getting like deep sleep, right?
Right. And you've heard it. Because
I have heard it.
we'll talk. I'll be in bed. I'm
No,
talking to
you'll
him.
be downstairs.
Downstairs,
sometimes.
yes. And he's like, I don't want to. I remember you saying this. I don't want to alarm you, but you need to get out of the house. What is going on?
I'm like, Tracy, what is that? Like, I was like, actually, I'm like, what the hell's going on? She's like, oh, yeah,
And Stan.
yeah. But that is that's gnarly. I mean, 20 minutes at a time, and
Yeah.
then like your body, is like woken up, and then you shift, and then that's
Yeah.
insane.
So now him and I get sleep. It works great. He feels so much better, and now he swears by it. I'm just like, screw you.
Yeah.
Years of my life.
Shawnee Starfire, I was summoned, but I was scheduled for peace officer training at the same time, so let me go. Oh, nice. My Mavette, my wife, actually got picked on a case as part of the jury. This was like, I think it was like
Really?
10 years ago. Yeah. It didn't last very long, but she went through the whole process and they deliberated. And oh no, what happened was this was kind of crazy. They picked, and then one of the witnesses said hello to one of the jury members unknowingly, like just like, oh hi, good morning, what, I don't, just like
Just
bad
walking
luck.
by each other.
Yeah, and one of the attorneys was there and was like, nope, done. And so she got off. Like, they got picked, she was on it, and then they had to pick a whole new jury. It's like insane. The process is insane.
I feel bad for the people that get weeks and weeks, and then something like it happens like that.
Yeah.
You're just like, are you kidding me?
I know. I could, like, if you're one of the people, either the defendant or the plaintiff on that, like, I could see, like you're like, no. I don't care how long this takes. Like, if you're in the court, that means this has been going on for a while already, and probably, and you want to make sure that you get it right. You see someone, I think that one of the witnesses, she had there's like a baby, and it you could easily feel it can impact.
Yeah.
So girl, love your nails. CPAP helped. Now if he'd quit drinking a gallon of water before bed, making a racket every time he pees. Gallon of water before bed, not good. I didn't get picked the one time I got summoned. Yeah, most of the time, most people, I don't know many people that have actually gotten picked and have gone on and had, one of those insane cases, like, ones that go for like months and months and months. That would be hard.
That would be very hard.
Especially if you have a full-time job, that'd be tough. Frostbite Ruthie, it sounds like you're sleeping next to Darth Vader with someone in CPAP.
It does, but it's way better than the other option.
Yeah.
To me, it doesn't really make any noise. I don't. You would have had to hear him snore. It's a whole different level.
I can say I've heard it through the phone, and it's not healthy. Like, you can just say that's not healthy, that's not normal. Like, it's just not,
Nope.
right? Yeah. Dude, yesterday, does anybody here watch The Bachelorette? Anybody? Does anybody watch it? Am I the only one that watches it? I know nobody here at work
I just
watches
hear
it.
crickets.
Nobody does. But my wife said to me yesterday, she's like, I'm going to write like an article, like an op-ed article on how more fathers should watch The Bachelor, Bachelorette with their daughters, and sons as an education. I said, I told you, this is an education process. Watching this show, you can act like there's things that come up, Tracy, that are like insane, topics. And most parents, I'm telling you, would be like, no, I don't want you to see this.
Never have sex.
Dude, that comes up all the time, right?
Yeah.
So my daughter, she's coming into this, she asks a question, I will answer the question honestly, like, hey, this, or like they'll be drinking, or they'll be, you know what I mean? Like, there's things that are going on where I'm not trying to hide it from her, but I'm trying to like communicate to her, like, this is what you do responsibly. That guy's a moron.
No.
Yes.
No, maybe.
Yes, exactly. No, seriously. It's like, this guy's an idiot. This guy's a moron. Okay, that guy seems like a good dude. Like, look at his qualities. Like, I'm trying to like show her, you know what I mean? But she said the funniest thing. There's this one guy who's such an idiot. I forgot his name. There's just some dudes on the show that are like,
That's why they're on the show.
That's why they're on the show. They're such incredible, like, morons, right? And the bachelorette, her name is Katie. She's awesome. Like she's like super hardcore. She's like total badass. Like we love her, right? Like a good, honest person, right? There's this guy that he's like trying to be all, there's a lot of like testosterone in the room and like, right? You can imagine.
Yep.
And this guy's like, well, I'm going to be aggressive. And I'm going to da-da-da. And Mila looks at me. She's like, Dad, that guy looks like the 99-cent store version of Justin Bieber. And I just went, what?
That's amazing.
I was
That's
like,
amazing.
Did you hear that from
It's
someone?
not even the dollar store.
Not even the dollar store. Like, first of all, I was like, don't knock the 99-cent store, honey. Like,
I love the 99
I
cent
love
store.
the 99-cent store. First of all, I go there, like, I'll pick, like, I love it. But that's pretty freaking funny.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
it's
Like,
hilarious.
You're the discount value version.
That's just like that's such a blow, man. It's pretty good.
It was really, and then the more I looked at him, I'm like, oh my God, she's right. He totally is. But I'm like, where do you get this from? And then I looked at my wife and myself and I'm like, oh yeah, you are my kid. There's a lot of like just that smack talking. It's a good show though. I'm telling you, Tracy, I preach this to everybody.
I know.
It's the drama is so ridiculous. And then like the way they cut the scenes, like next week on The Bachelorette, the way that the editors cut it, it's all lies.
None of it actually happens.
None of it actually
The best
happens.
stuff is always in the previews.
It's
Best stuff.
It is so like I want to watch that show. What they're showing in the cut edited version of coming up next week on The Bachelorette. Cause like they put things together that don't even match. They'll show like, one dude getting in somebody's face and then like they'll cut to like a guy on the floor rolling and you're like, oh my God, he knocked the dude out. And then when it actually happens is like the guy just tripped over a twig and like, ow, my leg, and gets up.
Or the worst part, they don't show any of it.
Any of it.
And
It
you're
doesn't
like,
even get on
what
it.
about that? Like,
Yeah.
I want to know what happened.
Yeah.
I did watch Black Widow.
Oh, Mavette and I wanted to watch it and we're like, guys, let's watch Black Widow. Let's watch Black Widow. And kids were like, we don't want to see it. I'm like, what are you talking about? I want to watch it. But what did you think?
I liked it.
Did you?
I did.
It's good?
I did. I thought it was good.
Is
it was
there
kind of funny.
Is that her backstory? Do they show like how she became?
Mm-hmm.
They do? Mm-hmm. Okay. And you liked it?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Ramon, did you watch Black Widow?
No, not yet.
Loser.
What? No, the loser part's okay.
Yeah, loser.
I'm shocked at the part that he said he hasn't
He's
seen
a
it.
loser because I would imagine out of all of us, the one person that actually saw it
Yes.
would be Ramon.
Ramon, I want to see a look. I want to see a cut to Ramon look of like, doon, 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 like, that's The Price is Right. You know when they lose? Doon, 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 joo.
That's close. That's good.
That's
I
pretty
like
good.
That. Yeah.
We need that music. Doon, 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 joo. Do you know what I'm talking about? Price is Right? Does that sound like it?
It does kind of resemble
Like 99-cent store version of Price is Right?
Yes.
Like losing song?
the book 50.
They tease you with the drama. They totally do. And yes, the guys are way more drama than the women. I'm telling you, there's so much more. It's insane. Like, it's crazy.
I believe this fully.
Actually, you do believe this fully.
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. Yes, we have seen this
Multiple
times.
Yes.
Yes.
Even
in
my
real
husband
life.
this weekend proved men are
Why?
more drama.
Why? I want to hear about this. Give us some drama.
Painful story. So, yesterday, we went to eat breakfast.
Okay.
And we
Where?
ended up. Mama's Come for Food. I love that place.
What'd you get?
I got their Hawaiian French toast,
Ooh.
which is made with Hawaiian bread.
Nice.
So good.
Delicious.
Anyway, we waiting for a table.
Yes.
Walk up to the bar.
Okay.
My husband's like, let's get a mimosa. Get a mimosa. And my husband's like, we want the bottomless. And they're like, we can't do that. We can't do that.
Well, they took one look at him,
Yeah.
and they're like, we're not doing this for you, bro.
We can't bring a bucket over here, bro. Bathtub full of mimosa. Because you're not sitting down yet. And there's a 90-minute time limit on it. And now
Oh.
we've been there multiple times. and they always transfer it at the table. So I
Okay.
just wasn't even worried about it.
Okay.
You know, I'm like, whatever, you know, and just then as I paid for it, 3 spots came open up at the bar
Okay.
to sit.
Okay.
So way better than waiting 45 minutes for a seat.
Sure.
So we set up there. So I'm like, this is really going to be a no-brainer, right? That it just gets transferred.
Yeah.
But he was all up in it, like the whole time, like just kept on bringing it up. And I'm like, Stan, I'm not worried about it. I'm sure it'll be taken care of. I'm not going to stress about it until it's not, you know? And I don't know what was going on with him yesterday.
He didn't let it go.
He did not let it go.
Yeah.
So when it came time, the girl came by and I said, hey, because it was a gentleman that had been helping us, and she's the one that had told him no originally. I said, hey, we got these seats as soon as we got served our first mimosa, so I'm assuming that you can transfer it over to the bottomless, which is more expensive, but, you know, and she's like, oh, well, I'll have to talk to my manager. I said, cool, thank you. And then my husband proceeds, okay, this is not cool, to tell them, well, you either do that, talk to your manager, or you don't get a tip.
Ooh.
And I'm just like trying the whole time. And my husband's a very loud man. He doesn't realize it, but anything he says, everybody can hear.
Hold on a second.
He said that
to the server.
Yes.
Oh, what were you?
I was cringing.
You had to be dying.
I was cringing, and I'm like, Stan,
Oh my God.
I'm sure it'll be taken care of. If it doesn't, well, first of all, I just didn't give a crap about the $18. I just didn't.
Right.
I'm not gonna let $18 ruin our day. Whatever.
Right. You're like, order the drinks, I'll just pay for them, right?
Yeah.
Like,
And which is, and he tells me, don't pull your tricks that you pull. Like when he goes to the bathroom, pay for it or whatever.
right.
Because
right,
typically that's what I do.
Right. You're just like, yeah, I got you.
I just
got
take
you.
care of it. So,
Bad Stan. No, Stan. No. Bad Stan.
right? So,
Oh my God. Oh my God, Trace.
she goes and he's all, look at
What was her face though? Sorry.
it was like, oh, she's pissed.
Yeah.
But pissed and like, I don't know. It was a mix. It wasn't a complete anger.
shock.
Yeah, shock. Like, and I'm just like, whoa. So she goes to talk to the guy, and he's all, look at her. She's talking. This is not Stan. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah.
He's a very gentle giant.
100%.
And then now she's talking to a server, which I'm sure was the manager. So she comes over and she's all, I took the money off. I'm like, thank you. He's all, did you talk to the manager?
Oh my God.
And I'm like, Stan, she took it off. Like, don't worry about it. I didn't see you talk to any manager, because his point was, you could have done it all along.
Right.
You just, you know.
Right. Sure.
And I'm just like, and then so I just pull out my card and I put it down on the thing, and she takes it. He's all, did you just give them a tip?
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's not letting it go.
Oh my God.
I said, Stan, I just paid for the meal. The bill has not come back, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's ugly. Has not come back. I did not do anything yet. And he basically called me a liar.
Wow.
Yes. So.
That's not good.
It's not good.
That's not good. Calling you a liar.
And so I'm like, you're going to see when it comes that I did not do that. Well, we will see. I'm like, you're going to owe me an apology. But by the time, he just kept on. By the time it came, I grabbed the credit card. I'm all here to him, grabbed my credit card, and I got up and I left.
Ooh.
So it was drama. And this is not us. This is not, you know,
Right.
and I'm trying to, and my sister, she's like, what the hell is going on?
What's going on?
And so we go outside and he's like, long story short, I ended up Ubering to Huntington with my sister, and he ended up going home. We were going to Huntington anyway. But yeah.
Yeah, it was. You know what? That's actually there. This is what I've learned. I swear to God, when you get into an argument, it's better just to you separate, you go your ways, you take a breath.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you guys cool now.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't care.
But it's good to, because you keep going. It's
yeah.
just gonna get worse.
No, it was just and then he was like, "Oh, now
my
I can't
God.
take you back there ever again," because I'm like, I didn't cause a scene. I wasn't loud.
Right. You're like, you cannot go back there ever again.
You can't go back there.
I'm going.
Our favorite spot. You can't go back there.
Oh my.
Yeah, it was interesting. And then here's the topper. I said, you owe me an apology, right? And he says, had you just explained that you just paid for the meal and hadn't. I said, that's exactly what I told you.
Right.
What are you talking about?
Right.
Anyway, that's it. So
I always
something's
tell
going
my
on with- I don't
husband,
know.
throw a fit, end up eating spit. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, that is that's rough. You know what's I think I can understand though. Sometimes guys, there's this thing of like, no, like I've taken enough. Like
I think that's where he was at
yeah,
for some reason. I don't
like
know.
I'm taking a stand. Like he took a stand in that moment of like, you know, probably thinking of like maybe there were bad service moments, maybe not that place, but you know, at Rock and Wagner, not Rock and Wagner,
Rock and Brew.
and
Yeah.
or whatever. And he, for whatever reason, he was like, I'm done.
Yeah, he was done.
Taking a stand.
And it's
Yeah.
really just totally unlike him. He's
Yeah.
you know, and so something's going on.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we'll figure it out. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was. And here's the funny part, because I wanted him to go to Huntington with us.
Yes.
Thank God he didn't, because me and my sister that day, she's like, I want to buy you a drink. You're always buying me a drink. I want to buy you a drink. So we went to one of
nice.
our little favorite spots.
Yeah.
And we couldn't get service.
You could not get. Was it packed? It was packed.
It wasn't even packed.
Really?
It just wasn't serving. And so I waited 30 minutes, had to go in, get our own drinks. And then they come back out. They never, because we sat outside, never. There was people that came, wait 15 minutes, and would leave. Like, it was just, so I'm like, thank
that's too bad.
God
Yeah.
he did not come,
Yeah.
because this would not have been good.
Yeah. I remember my father. I know there's some questions too. We're gonna hit those questions. Apologies, but this is just too much fun. But I remember my dad. Like so, you know, you're saying like, you know, obviously Stan was having a bad morning, right? My dad did that every time we went out to eat. Like it was the worst because he would throw. I remember we went to Carl's Jr. one time, like in the morning for whatever reason we're eating breakfast at Carl's Jr. Like. Who does that? I mean, like...
They have delicious breakfast.
Do they?
Yes.
It's been a long time since I've had College Junior breakfast, but...
I think they had the French toast dips.
Well, like, okay, here. Let me put it in another way. My dad never had College Junior breakfast ever, and then decided we're going to College Junior for breakfast. It was like the most random thing ever. And he literally was like screaming at the staff, you know, like, what is this? This looks like mud. I mean, Greg and I, to this day, we imitate my dad. What is this? What is this, mud? Like, we're like, oh my God, like yelling in College Junior, just absolutely awful.
You know
so
what?
embarrassing.
Now that I'm thinking about it, Stan does this. He has high blood pressure.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if he doesn't have his meds, or if he went off of it, because he gets very tense when he's
irritable.
Blood pressure shoots up.
Yeah, for sure. The Wickster, I've had moments like that before. There's a high-end donut place near me that always gives me horrible service, and it got to the point where I got so angry at the manager. I'm telling you, man, like that's the thing.
Sometimes
like,
you gotta complain.
Like the donuts are $5. Don't mess that up. Yeah, or if you mess it up, fix it.
Yeah.
You know,
Simple.
like I think service is so overlooked. And like it's everything, especially today. Ramon, were there other questions? I thought I saw a few questions up there. Let's see, from Emma Diaz. Are you going to have any new cool nail products online? Yes, we will. We are planning for some of our upcoming sales, especially Black Friday. We're going to have some new products. We'll have something new and fun at our Labor Day sale coming up in September.
Is that Labor Day sale? Yeah.
Yeah, it's Labor Day sale.
That's the next one, huh?
So hold tight. We absolutely will. From YouTube, I'm Diamond. What is the best age to do nails on your hand?
Like, how old should you be?
Yeah, before and I guess my other question would be like, what kind of nails are you talking about? Acrylics? Are you talking about polishing? What exactly are you talking about? But what would you say? You had a let's break this down. Actually, Tracy, what was the age that you would take clients in to get nails?
If you weren't paying for it, you didn't get nails by me.
Yeah,
it was my rule. Now there are age for me. I honestly don't care if you're a 12-year-old and can afford to pay them. I'm still not going to do nails on you. Your nails aren't developed. You're probably more than likely going to break them playing, doing something,
Sure.
sports related. So I typically would not do any at that age, but I just learning, because I had people who would, younger, 17, and like, hey, you missed your nail appointment. Oh, I got grounded from nails because I got in trouble. Okay, lesson learned. No, we're not doing that. So if they couldn't pay for it themselves, they didn't get nails.
What about like somebody doing their own nails at home? Like when did you start doing your own nails at home or painting your nails, or did you?
I was a tomboy, so no.
I'm trying to think
I
of
was
my.
married when I started doing my nails.
So you were still
17.
young. You're still 17.
No, I was probably 18, 19 the first time I ever got nails.
Got it. Doodle Radish from YouTube. Hi, Habib and Tracy. I just finished my first set of acrylic nails 5 minutes ago.
Woo!
Congratulations. Oh my God. Dude, check this out. This is so funny. A guy, he was like a friend of a friend, texted me. I haven't talked to him in a while. I used to see him. He was a good friend of my buddies, and so we'd always see him at his like parties and stuff like that. And he texted me. He's like, "Hey man, can we chat real quick? Long time no speak. I want to just get your take on something." He's like, he does like basketball trainings and for kids, and wanted to just kind of ask some questions on social media and stuff. I was like, "Yeah, sure, man." So I got on the phone with him, and he was like, "This is crazy. My girlfriend is like huge into nails. Like she does her own nails, watches nails, and she had videos up on her computer." And I was like, "Wait a second. I know those guys. That's Habib and that's his brother, And
That's Habib's brother.
Yeah, that's Habib's brother. That's Habib and that's Greg's brother. Habib's brother would be good. If we actually, can we start doing that, guys? Can we start calling Greg Habib's brother? That'd make me happy. I'd be stoked. So she was like, "Oh yeah, this is Young Nails. Like I watch all their videos to learn." And I was like, "That's crazy." He's like, "I was tripping out, man." So he's like, "First of all, I wanted to, just reach out to you and say like how trippy that is." Is that weird?
It is. I actually had that happen. I might have told you about it. Bree, remember Bree? She actually worked for you guys. She worked for me. She was the young girl that was the same age as RJ.
Yes,
born on the same day.
I do remember. She worked at your distribution.
Yeah,
I remember her.
So I haven't heard from her
in a while
since I moved.
Yeah,
like before I moved, and she FaceTimed me. I'm like, "Why is Bree calling me?" And she's like, "Hey, I just want to see how you're doing. My sister-in-law, I think it was her sister-in-law, is overdoing my mom's nails, and she just pulled out a bunch of Young Nails things."
That's so cool.
And I told her, "I know them."
That's
and she's
hilarious.
like, "What? You know?" She's like, "Do you mind FaceTiming her right now?"
No
I'm
way.
like, "Sure, why not?" She sends me a text after, and she saw my sister-in-law says that meeting you over FaceTime was like meeting Brad Pitt.
You're like, well, hold on a second. First of all,
I was confused.
That's an awesome compliment, though.
Yeah, she's like, I got to tell her that I used to work for Young Nails.
That's so cool. Man, oh man, I started painting, or should I say attempting to paint my nails kind of young. My dad used to yell, "Do I smell nail polish?" Yeah, curious, when did you guys all start like painting your own nails? That might help give some direction, let us know. From YouTube, Jeanette Juarez, can you please tell me what is the difference between your core acrylic powder and cover acrylic powder? That's actually a good question.
Yeah.
Trace, what's the diff?
So cover is going to be full coverage opaque. Now, as far as setup time, and not that, so in the core line we have pink and triple X pink, which both are more translucent pinks. So cover, you're going to get full coverage, full opaqueness. As far as setup, cover powders are kind of somewhere in between core and speed.
Yeah.
As far as setup time.
And if you haven't tried, like the cover powders they're so beautiful, man. I just from like during COVID, there was a good 2 or 3 weeks where I had to get back there and actually mix the powders. And I was doing a little that chemistry and mixing, but I love the cover. I just love how they look. I loved making them. I actually made some batches, Trace. Look at that.
Yeah. There's a lot of complaints those couple months.
There are no complaints.
They were all from me, but
does overuse of protein bond cause the nail to pop off? Oversaturation can, right? If you like flood the nail
Yes,
plate?
if you flood, it's one of those, a little goes a long way, and if you go too much,
Yeah.
it floods, and then it can't bond.
Yeah. Carla Flores, I had a dream I went to the YN warehouse and met Tracy, and it was just starstruck. Do you mean a nightmare? Is that what you mean?
It's the nightmare that Ramon and Habib live daily.
It's
And
your
Habib's
dream,
brother.
our nightmare, and Habib's brother. Oh, that's very, very, very nice.
Thank
Tracy,
you. Thank you so much.
That's a really nice thing to say. How do you work with acrylic when it marbles? Allie Morris. Great question.
I'm trying to think. Are you talking like the pink is marbling? Is it the so there's a couple tricks. If it's your pink that's marbling, you're having some trouble with that. It might just be too much liquid. Try bleeding a little liquid out. If you're working with like a neon powder or something bright and it's white based, and when you put it to the nail, you're seeing that. What you'd want to do is roll it off the brush.
Rolling. Sorry.
So typically when we pick up, we place it straight down.
You want to do it there on the
Furby.
camera? Why are you putting it on me? Why do I get the Furby?
Sure, Furby.
Wrap it.
Good. So typically we just put it straight down, but when you have a color like that, you're gonna actually take it and roll it off. And what that does is it keeps the side without the marbling. The marbling's kind of attracted to the liquid. So you just roll it and you're not gonna get that marbling. I hope that helps.
I started practicing from nailed Zarya. I started practicing. I'm such an idiot. Look, I'm like nail ed Zarya instead of nailed. That was had a moment. Had a moment there. Started practicing nails in 7th grade, but didn't take it serious. I'm 25 now, and I'm taking it serious. I'm in school to get my nail license. Congratulations
awesome.
to you, and I hope you are enjoying the process because you're about to embark on a journey through space and time. My son, by the way, said, "Daddy, what's Twilight Zone?" I was like, "Oh, I love you because you just opened up a." That's my can of worms,
I
Trace.
haven't watched the new ones.
Huh? Are there new ones? Ramon, you like that can of worms? Yeah. Thanks.
There is new
Are
Twilight
there new
Zones.
ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan Peele.
Oh my God! Really? How did I not know that? Maybe that's why he's asking me.
Yeah.
Really? Have you seen them?
I saw a couple.
Are they good?
Yeah.
Oh, man, dude, I love.
Rehashes, though.
That's perfect. That's even better.
Yeah, they remake the old ones, right? Dude, I love that though. And
There's
does he
someone
put it?
on the wing of the plane.
Oh my gosh. No, I went on I don't know when it was. Was it last year during Thanksgiving? There was a day I was home and I was by myself. It was amazing. There was nobody around but me. And I just remember that time when I was alone. It was incredible. You know what I did? I watched nothing. I watched Twilight Zone, the old ones. Is it on Netflix or I think it's on Netflix or Hulu? It's on one of the channels where you can just binge old Twilight Zone, bro.
I remember this being so scary.
Oh my God, yes, I know. The best was like when the movie came out and it was in color and they did remakes of the old ones, and the one of the kid in the who like he can make things happen by his family was terrified of him and they had a visitor come over and he was like, oh dude, it was so good. It was freaky. So anyway, can you explain what's HEMA-free monomer? Yes.
What if you just said yes and then just kept going?
And that was it.
Yes,
Next.
I can.
Yes, I can. Also, where's Greg? Need burpee demo. Yes, we do. So HEMA is hydroxyethyl methacrylate, I think. Methacrylic. I have to look it up. Actually, let me just look it up. No, it's
something.
It's something. I think it's hydroxyethyl methacrylic acid. I think
that sounds right.
yeah, hydroxyethyl methacrylic acid. I think that's what it is. So there are certain nail liquids that have it. Our nail liquid does not have it. A long time ago, like in the very beginning, before Tracy, this was like in the very, very beginning phases, we had it. And Greg changed the formula. He didn't like it. It was when we were kind of in the beginning phases and playing with different formulas. He didn't like it. We changed it. One of the best decisions that he made was changing that.
I got something right.
he got something right, man. And we went to a HEMA-free nail liquid. But it is a particular chemical that goes into. I have to look up the function exactly, but our monomer does not have it in it.
If I understand right, it speeds the liquid up a little bit faster.
Oh, it might.
Yeah.
Actually, you're probably right. Yeah, where's Habib's bro? You guys are thinking. I'm starting to think burpees just don't exist. We will get it. I don't know. I think he was going to be here. Where's Greg? Yeah, Habib's brother. Can Greg do burpees to the beat of Habib's "Time for Sale" song? By the way, we have a giveaway, guys. Oh my God.
That's right.
Are you guys? And this time we did it a little bit different. We went. Normally we only do it on YouTube, where you have to go to YouTube. You have to really watch the annoying things that I do. And I really do them to annoy Tracy, because I know when she watches it, if she watches it, I might force her to watch it just to see the annoyance in her face on YouTube.
You don't have to make me watch a video to see my annoyance on my face. It's natural.
Hear my voice.
It's natural.
Yeah, it's just normal. But now it's on. You can comment on Instagram or YouTube for this one, and there's quite a few comments. I think collectively already on Instagram and YouTube, there's over 2,000.
Poor Kira.
I know Kira's got to go through and pick. But still, you should comment. You should comment and be part of it. Don't forget, we're having giveaway. Thank you, Ramon. You can check out the video there. And then Ramon did his.
Hey, Ramon, can we change Greg's name to Habib's brother?
I like that. You are both annoying. Oh, he is here. Okay, good. We are. We totally are. But you should, like, here's what happens. I cut the video, right, for like the giveaway and the sale, and then I send him to Caesar. And then I say, Caesar, put your special little, dabbles on it. And dude, he adds the funniest. It's hilarious.
It's random, which I love.
It's so great.
It's perfect.
He does
Oh,
such a
you know
great
what?
job.
I got to show you guys something. Hold on.
Oh,
me, sir.
Oh, yes. Excused. Excuse me. You're excused. Lauren, I want to move to Florida and start my nail career over there. Any advice? Yes. My advice is do it. Follow that dream. What up? Lohimer.
Now I regret it. Now I regret getting it. Ramon got these for us.
I can do that all day. Is that wrong?
It's so wrong.
I can
That's
seriously
very wrong.
just squeeze
The
and just
pillow's
go.
gonna have to be burnt.
I think I have drool on it, actually.
Oh, come on.
Look at this thing. I was sitting. How awesome is this? Would anybody want? Should we do like it? We should do a giveaway with lotion basket stuff. Would you guys be down? I would. Oh, what about us? Yes, Loge. There we go. Yeah, juices and berries on the back side. Oh, damn. Loge
Ramon got some stickers too, but we haven't seen those yet, right?
Yeah, we haven't seen
Yeah.
We just put Tracy. You get it really like right up close.
I'm really regretting going to get the pillow out of the room.
This
Look
is
at-
amazing.
you're making me itch.
I know. I
I'm
can
like,
see you're
ugh.
getting red right here. I got some in my mouth. What's that? Oh, I think I licked
What
the
the hell
pillow.
is going on?
No, I think when I lotion basketed.
I'm not gonna touch the pillow anymore.
That's a thing. You
need
can
gloves.
actually lotion basket it up. I lotion basketed the pillow, and I think I got a little fur on my tongue. But this thing, Ramon, you did. This is like a work of art. Ramon, you're an artiste. Ramon actually isn't. He's an actual artist.
He is an actual artist.
He's actually a real artist. And
You gotta
then
give credit to Caesar for the logo, though.
okay, C's and Ramon. Yeah, that's a deadly combo.
It
the
is
C's
a
and Ramon
yes.
combo.
It's a combo that scares me.
It's real.
It's exciting and scary.
Guys, if you want us to do a giveaway, I'm going to ask this question. If you want us to do a giveaway with lotion basket type, Ramon, you just opened it up, dude. Lotion basket merch, bro. What about a hoodie with just the lotion basket logo?
I want a big one on the back.
Are
We're
you?
working on something, yeah.
Are you? Oh my God, they're doing it. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I would so buy that pillow. Greg, thanks.
Greg, greatest, biggest brother. Like, you're his only brother. I don't understand what's going on there. You're still just Habib's brother.
Just Habib's brother, bro. Hold that pillow so I can see, please. Yeah, here, check it out. Let's get a close up, guys.
Let's see what it looks like.
There you go. It's full on, and then here's the back side. Same thing.
Same thing.
But you can see all the sides. This is, I walked in this morning, and I have my seat, which faces the couch, and I looked, and I'm like, oh my God, those pillows are amazing. I wanted to cry. I think, actually, we should get wallpaper.
I draw the line.
Wallpaper,
I draw
Ramon.
the line.
With this pattern in this room, how amazing would that be?
That's right, Sparks. Greg calls me Sparks sometimes.
Yeah, why does he call you Sparks?
I don't know. I guess I go off sometimes.
That's what I was thinking as I was typing. Yeah, we will get something. This is just the beginning, right, Ramon?
Yes.
The beginning, Tracy.
We also got juices and berries coming.
Oh,
We got
berries. I just want to like crack. I just want to like start cracking Tracy. No, actually,
This
I
is
don't.
my
'Cause she'll
fault. I
kick my
brought the
butt.
pillow in here. This is all my fault.
It is your fault.
Actually,
it
it's
is your
Ramon's
fault.
fault.
I want it. Just sell it. No giveaway. Oh man, no. We have to do some kind of like. Oh, you want to guarantee that you can get it is what you're saying. We'll do something. I don't know. Habib's greatest brother.
You're his only
you're my
brother.
only brother, bro. And you should be honored, dude. You should wear. Actually, dude, I'm gonna get you a badge of lotion berries or of. Let's look at this. Lotion berries.
Lotions
and baskets, bro.
Lotions and baskets,
you can
berries
wear.
and juices and cakes and pies.
What were you saying before you started roaring, Habib, about me moving to Florida? Sorry, Lauren. I got caught up in the basket.
Oh, was there a question?
There was a question. So she was asking basically, I want to move to Florida. I want to start my own like nail business. And what advice do you give? And the biggest thing is if that's really like at front of mind, like you're thinking about it constantly. You're like, I should just do this. I should just do this. Oh my God, you should do it. Like actually execute, put it in motion, find a place where you're going to live, go look for apartments, do it. That is the best. Like just, you have to start doing it. You got to go.
Yeah.
You just got to go. Like you can prepare for endless amounts of time. And I'm not saying don't prepare, do your research and stuff, but do it. Actually do it.
Yeah. Just put it in motion because there's no perfect time. That reminds me of something.
Yes.
My sister proceeds to tell me the other day while we're out, hey, you got to follow, if you don't follow this person, you got to start following him. He's so inspirational. If I just wish I had followed.
Oh, don't even.
You know where this is going,
I know where this
right?
is going.
If I wish I had known this person when I was younger. I just, this is who I follow, and he's an inspiration. And she shows me freaking Gary V. And I said, oh, really? And I sent her the YouTube video of, she was sitting next to me. I'm like, Gary V, huh? I sent her the YouTube video of where we're sitting down talking with him.
Yeah.
And she was so upset and so like.
You never told her? Well, it's not anything that you thought she would
be interested in.
Right.
She was like, I can't believe you know him, and I can't. Next time it was hilarious, but
That's awesome.
But she's just telling me how amazing he was and all this stuff about him. I'm like,
You're all had a
heard of
meeting
him.
with him.
I've heard of him.
I've heard of him. That he's become over the last like 3 or 4 years. He's gotten so much bigger. He's gotten like so much bigger. But it's kind of cool, like when you tell people that, not only that you've met him, but when you tell people like he is that person, right? Like he's actually that guy.
He is, yeah.
And he's a really good human being. Like he's not the stuff that he does
It's not
for
show.
people is not. Yeah, exactly. It's not for show. I thought. I've never seen anybody work that much, but like he loves working that much.
Yeah.
He truly, genuinely loves working that much, and he's an amazing human being. That's so funny though. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was just he's an amazing. You need to start following him. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Thanks.
he's only mentored the company for the last
4 years. From YouTube, Zaffron. I practice acrylic powder for a year, but I cannot do well. My confidence is down. Any advice? What problems are you having? Zaffron. That's the first thing.
And is it just a confidence issue?
Right.
Because sometimes we get in our own way.
Like you might actually be doing good. But
Yeah.
your confidence is down. Yeah. I'd want to know that, first of all, is what exactly are the issues you're having. But shoot us a DM on Young Nails too, and just say, hey, I talked to you guys on Twitch in the chat. Here's my page. Like, we'd love to check it out and kind of see. I would. So you can even, sorry, there's like many things going on in the chat right now. Do that, but answer that question first, please. What issues are you having? Pterosaurus, I was messing with the core kit earlier, and one of the clear encapsulated nails I did, the nail was a tiny bit clouded. What makes cloudiness happen? How can I prevent it or fix it?
So my question is what were you encapsulating? So sometimes when we're using, I always had very separate dishes, separate dish for my whites, glitters, and pinks, because especially white, if you're doing art with the white, it will cloud your product, your liquid, and then you go pick up clear and it's cloudy because of that. So it could have been a residue from the art nails that you were doing if you were still using the same container of liquid.
Yeah. I want to just go back to Zaffron real quick. Also, like, have you watched, like, you should go to the beginner acrylic tutorials on YouTube that we have. They are really, really, really good. Those, I don't know what you've been doing, but just give us a little more detail. I think it would help out tremendously. Yeah, that's one thing also, Tracy, that you guys do. It's like separate brushes, like one for nail art, one for regular, and like
even like finish gels. I have one separate for glitters.
That's
I have
right.
One for everything else.
Your top coats, right? Exactly. I remember you grabbed a wrong top coat once, or was it Melissa on a video, and she was like, "Oh, this is my nail art top coat," and you have to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Or go insane.
Or you go insane. Oh man, the beginner tutorials are the best. They're so good. Like, they're so good. I'm telling you, you've got to check those out if you are a beginner. And like, if you've been doing it for a year, your confidence is down. Like, the thing is, doing nails is not easy. First of all, it is hard, but don't be so hard on yourself, man. Like,
Give some time to fail.
Yeah, you need to. You've got to kind of like back it up. What am I doing wrong? How can I correct this? You can figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And we have a lot of content to help you. Pamela Branch, guys, I need help and some advice on using the slick pour with monomer. Some of them want to marble on me. What am I doing wrong? I use YN products only. Help. Trace?
So it's the same, similar what, I don't know if you were on, but the other person was talking about marbling. So if you're using some slip pour products that are white based, a lot of times to get that color, you have to use white as your base. So you sometimes see marbling. So you have to do that roll off technique. Once you learn that, it saves your life. But you have to roll it off the brush. We need to do a video on that. Just a quick little video so we can just send it to people, real quick.
Yeah.
But it's just rolling it off the brush. What that does is you're going to see the unmarbled side.
Yeah.
So because the white, I don't know why, the marble itself is like attracted to the liquid. So it'll draw up to the liquid on the brush. So when you roll it off, you don't see it.
Right, and that's with some of the brighter colors.
Brighter colors,
right?
yeah. What size brush do you like, Tracy?
Yeah.
I am just.
Do you like flat or pointed better?
I like our brush. I like our number 9.
Artistic sculpture,
yep,
right?
it is a
oval
brush. This is my favorite. I can flatten it out if I wanted make it more square, which I don't typically like to work with a square brush. But this is my favorite brush. Greg loves the number 12. I think it's just because it's named after him. But personally, I like this one. I can get small, large pearls, anything I want. Now, if I'm doing extreme length, I probably grab the number 12. But for anything else, this is my favorite.
So, Zafran, I cannot put the material well on nails, and I'm always afraid to work with an electric saw. I'm afraid my client's hand will be injured. Okay, well, first of all, you got to stop calling it electric saw because that's scary, right? If you, it's an electric file. Please, please, please.
Wording matters.
Wording totally matters.
For your clients, it does.
100%. But go back to those videos. You need to go to the beginner videos, okay? You need to watch them. And you need to identify specifically what are the issues. Is it picking up the powder? Is it you're not getting enough liquid in your brush? You're flooding too much. The one thing I realized is like when building an acrylic nail, depending on what you're doing, you need more liquid or less liquid in the brush. Yep. Like for example, when you guys build, tell me if I'm wrong, Tracy, but like so in building the acrylic nail, right? No, this is, it took me a while to understand this, but once I understood it, I was like, oh my God, that's why they do this. But you put the form on and then they build the free edge. Mm-hmm. That's the guide. The second step is you build the structure pearl from the cuticle down. That's the body. And then there's a third, and there could be more pearls, but it's basically depending on length. You get that blending pearl. You start to just kind of even out and make sure the structure is there with some other pearls, looking at the nail from the side and making sure it's built properly. But depending on what you're doing in the process, when you start with the first pearl, which is doing your free edge and setting your guide, that one is going to be a little bit more like you guys will release the liquid onto the table towel before you put it on to get it a little bit more dry. When you guys do the overlay, the body bead, the structure bead, I don't see you get a bigger pearl, more liquid, and you're not draining. You're just waiting 3 to 4 seconds before you set it down, but you need more liquid so that it can run down the nail.
Yeah, you want the gravity. You want
gravity.
it to pull, and that you hold that finger down, and the more liquid, the more it's going to be able to do that.
Yes.
And then I would say, you got to practice that electric file. Practice it on yourself. You're going to really learn, use stuff like the safety bit. You really will learn what pressure to put when you're working on yourself, if it hurts or it doesn't hurt. Because for me, you can e-file anything and fix it.
Yes. Yeah. And we have a whole e-file series on YouTube as well. Check that out, please. It's a great video. Mo from YouTube, doing great without gods. Tracy, help. I can't get silk peony color right. Would you check it out? It always turns light pink, please.
I'll check it out.
Okay, we'll check it out. Yeah. Okay, Brandon, 21. I have a hard time getting nails to stay on my daughter. Is there anything different with kids? She's 12.
Yeah, so this is going to be a challenge because their nails are not like our nails. They're still growing, so... and they're going to be a lot harder on them. That's why I typically just don't put nails on anyone probably under the age of 16.
Yeah.
Because it's just going to be repair after repair after repair.
All right, guys. Actually, man, time flies when you're having fun. We have to go because there's a class right after this. Ramon's got to go.
You have a class today too, right?
Yeah, I have a class at 2:00. If you guys are joining, we're doing a social media marketing. That's going to be a lot of fun. We've got a good group. I can't wait. I'm going to bring the pillow. We're going to juices and berries it up. A little bit of lotion basket. It's a normal.
Hold it. What the heck was that?
That doesn't sound right.
Lotion basket.
Lotion basket. That doesn't sound right. You got to. We'll get there. I'm finding my way with lotion. But lotion basket is evolving just like the times, technology, 21st century, Trace. Things change and evolve. Lotion basket is no different than anything else. And with that, and with her face of confusion, we're going to say, see you on Wednesday. Thank you, guys.